Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Chroma Quaternion on Xbsx. What are we doing? We're still exploring. Let's see, take Princess Yara to the castle, head to the inn and listen to what she has to say. Oh, let's see this one. Speak! Oh, you're not doing anything. Okay, never mind. Actually, it seems that something has happened to the spring deity, and as a result, strange things are occurring across the kingdom. Are you serious? At the start, the maiden thought the problem was with herself, but it seems that's not the case. Abnormal weather has been observed across the kingdom, and no new spring zens are being born from the springs. It's said that there's a high probability that the frequent earthquakes of late are connected to... Do you have any ideas, Ark? Well, in Fury Village, where I'm the priest, and on a nearby hill, there have been multiple landslips. The land in that area is not particularly soft, and even if the earthquakes were the trigger, the landslip shouldn't occur. And the Quadeity spring in the village has been dry ever since then. I see. You're from that village, are you, Ark? I've received reports myself about landslips. It's such a relief that there were no injuries. Right now, my father is so busy every day with the investigations into the strange happenings, but he only tells me that the effects of the earthquake are being felt in all parts of the kingdom. I thought I could be some help to my father and the citizens, so I decided to try my best to find the reason for what's happening. But in fact, it's not been as straightforward as I thought. Ark and 4. I get the feeling I can trust you. I'd like to ask you to lend me your help. I see. First, there's something I'd like to say. Do you really call this a little thing? Whew. Eh? Did I make a mistake somewhere? This isn't a little thing. It's a kingdom-wide scale request, I'd say. But it's to do with the spring deity, so if I cooperate, I might at least get the chance to communicate with the spring deity. Do you want to meet the spring deity? Spring or summer. Any of the quantities should be fine. There's something I want to ask. Actually, the role I first got wasn't Evil Hunter. It was something nobody could understand. Not me, not the maiden. Do things like that happen then? Yeah, I've never met anyone else like me, though. People are assigned roles suited to their callings. I was assigned something that nobody understood. So, what's my calling, and why me? That's what I want to check with the quantities. Aren't you scared? Not knowing your calling, I mean? At first I was scared and uneasy. But what I have to do for the role I was assigned and what I wanna do are different, right? Until I find out what my calling is, I'm gonna do what I want to. And when I find out, I'll do what I have to as well. And that's the sum of it. You are strong, Ark. If it was me, I'm sure I'd be too uneasy to do anything. It's thanks to someone who means a great deal to me. He was the one who showed me the way. He must be such a kind, wonderful person. He was. Ark, let me ask you again. Please lend me your help. At the beginning, I thought it was because you were someone I could trust, but now it's not just that. What I need is someone with a strong, clear will. Someone like you. You're making me feel embarrassed. Okay, I'm looking forward to helping you. Great. Woof, woof. Even so, I wonder if His Majesty will give permission. Anyway, let's head for the castle. Can you use teleport magic? No, not yet. I had a kind person bring me this far. I see. I only became able to use it myself 6 months or so ago, so I guess we're just gonna have to walk from now on. In which case, we're gonna need to go along Lanta track. It'd be good if you could at least fight enough to be able to protect yourself. That's not a problem. I learned at the castle how to use my roll and some magic. That's reassuring to hear. I do apologize. I've been talking to you like we were from one of the villagers. No, please be as you are. I prefer that myself, too. I see. In that case, I'll do that. It's good to be working with you, Princess. It's Yara. Yeah, Yara. You too, Ark and 4. Woohoo! By the way, do you have that pot you bought yesterday? Of course. I was trying to work out how to use it last night, and I noticed that it had the roll stone for the Straw Millionaire roll embedded in it. I found that if you put an item you don't need inside it, it'll change that item into equipment for you. Roll stones are magic stones that let anyone draw out the power of a specific roll, right? They're rare items that take at least 6 months to make. That was a good purchase, wasn't it? Yes, I think so too. It's a shame to call something as wonderful as that a pot, so I decided to call it a recycle jar. You can use it as much as you want to too, Ark. The recycle jar. If you put weapons with special effects into the recycle jar, they will be recreated as rings with those special effects. Jewelry does not take on the attack or defense of the original weapons. A weapon converted into a ring disappears from the list of owned items. Also, a ring cannot be returned to a weapon. Apart from changing weapons into rings, it is also possible to strengthen rings by using weapons. Make good use of this. But was it really okay to get such a useful item, I wonder? You both agreed to the exchange. I'd say you don't have to worry about it. You're right. I understand. Lanta Track is to the southeast of this port. Let's set off. Okay. Whew. Better potion times 3. Better potion, that's my nickname. You're not from these lands, are you, young man? I deal with customers. I can tell how they look. Every time there's an earthquake, we have to be careful of tsunamis. It's a problem in the past. There'd be 1 earthquake a year at most. Many people come to Spree through this port. Almost all of the ships trading with other kingdoms use this port too. The majority of Springzens can use teleport magic. It's very useful. Once you become able to use it, you can warp instantly to a place you've been to before. Many people... Oh, okay. Did I do it at the same time? To teleport a number of people at the same time, you need high magic power and concentration. Okay. Ah, I screwed up. I need to put in a sentence about how you can't warp to places where there's blocking magic, like royal castles and so on. As I get older, my eyes get worse. Can you check that there are no mistakes? About monsters. Monsters are created born of the negative emotions of the Springzens, such as fear, hate, and sadness. They have various forms and diverse ecologies. The majority of them are violent and difficult to domesticate unless you have the role of monster herder. Like Springzens, when they die, they expire after their magic power disappears. However, the structure of their magic power is different from the Springzens, so parts of their bodies, such as the tusks and hides, sometimes remain. Was it correct? How was it? All correct? About the promise of fate. Different from Springzens, animals form pairs to bear young. The parent-child bond is something we don't have, but instead we have the promise of fate. The promise of fate is a firm link joining hearts, sworn through the maidens and in presence of the Quaternions. People swear love and compassion for each other in the name of the Quaternions. This link, agreed by both sides, is strong and not broken even after death. It's not that it has some sort of binding force. Each party's magic power and part of their souls are joined. That's about it. Nothing special actually happens. But even so, for people to go to a maiden desiring that link which cannot be seen is a saga for those who do not have it. It's all a bit too poetic. That's not good for a textbook. There are some people who say there are no plus or minus points to the promise of fate, but it's nothing more than self-satisfaction. But what is it exactly? If the people in question are satisfied without swearing the promise of fate, then that's good enough. There's nothing that anyone else can say in regards to that. I have 2 sons myself, and so I always get pretty passionate about this topic. Sorry to have taken so much of your time. Yeah, it's interesting in this game. There's no mothers and fathers. People just born from the spring. Or from an area of power. Welcome to Spree Publishing. My company edits almost all the books published in Spree. These days, most of our work is editing books for those aiming to become priests. Anyway, take a look around. Take your time. You came at a good time. Can I have you check? There's nothing wrong in this text? The lifespan of Springzens. The lifespan of Springzens is about 60 years. In most cases, towards the end of their prime of life, magic power decreases rapidly and expires, and so there are few old people over 60. Does everything look okay? It's really difficult to notice mistakes yourself, you know. But I brought priests. All the members of the Thyssen order, except for the chief maiden and the maidens, are classified as priests. Depending on where they work, they may be called knight soldiers or guild members, but most of them are referred to as priests. Does that look okay? Okay, yeah. A little bit of lore about the place. When you accept the role from a maiden, you need aptitude, but also a crystal. Crystals are created in nature, and it's been confirmed that certain crystals are created more easily in certain environments. Rollstones can sometimes be confused with crystals. Rollstones are magic stones which contain part of the power of a roll. They are magic items that allow anyone to use the skills of specific rolls. However, the amount of power drawn out differs depending on the user's skill. What's more, no matter how much ability you have, you can never surpass someone who has actually mastered that roll. To create rollstones, someone who has mastered their roll must infuse it with magic power over a long period of time. For this reason, rollstones are often traded for high prices. Maybe it's too difficult to understand without illustrations, but everyone says my drawings are too unorthodox. I came from Sama 2 years ago. Since then, I've been traveling around Spree. I feel completely at home in these lands now. Life battle last times 2. Oh, somebody has a quest. Hey, Q! Are you looking for someone? No, not someone. Ah, there he is. Squeak, squeak. You were looking for a chinchilla, were you? Yeah. Here's your food. Squeak, chomp, chomp, chomp. Is that your pet? No, he's wild. I just chose a name for him, and I use it to call him. There's a good boy. Squeak. In the garden of my house, there are trees that bear lots of sweet fruit. I gave him those. But in that earthquake not long back, so much fruit fell off the trees and rotted. I won't be able to feed Q for a while. I see. Come to think of it, a traveler mentioned something not long ago. The monsters called terror toads that live around this port sometimes drop dried fruits. You're pretty strong, aren't you? I want 2 of those fruits. Please go and get them for Q. Yeah, sure. Okay, leave it to us. Thank you so much. Actually, do you want us to get more than 2? No, it's okay. The one who's bringing me up also sorts out meals for Q The one who's bringing me up also sorts out meals for Q for me. Also, if Q eats too much, he'll get fat. That's a big problem. Okay, we'll see what we can do. Great. We took on the quest, a meal for Q. Okay, we'll do some fighting. Speed Seed Season Zone. One dried fruit. Oh, okay. I must have already had one somewhere else. Sorry it took so long. Here you are. Dried fruit times 2, hand it over. Great, thanks. You're welcome. Actually, I have something for you to say thanks. Will you accept it? Guild coin times 1 received. Ah, just one thing. If you give Q too much food yourself, he might become bad at finding food for himself. Just give him a little bit, okay? Yeah. You completed the quest, a meal for Q. Okay, where are we going? Sort of north? Eastish? that's totally wrong. Where am I going? I'm looking at the wrong icon. Oh, silly me. Thinking about it, you did well to get out of the castle. They weren't using even the gatekeepers, were they? It's true that they were short-handed, but that doesn't mean that everyone was taking part in the investigations. I told the soldiers on the gate that I was going out for a while, and they let me pass. They let you pass just like that? This is why this kingdom is... Normally, if I try to go for a stroll, there's always my maid to stop me, but she was out doing something else. It's the first time I've left the capital on my own. I'm so excited. That's right. I'm with you now, Four. So at least you have a maid then. That's a bit reassuring. She's so sweet and so cool. When we get back to the castle, I'd like you to meet her. Woohoo, pow wow. Of course, there'll be a special meal for you too. Woohoo. So let's work hard so we're hungry for that. Woof. It's like you're having a conversation. What do you mean? Of course we are. I see. You don't believe me? Well, what were you talking about? When we get to the castle, he wants to eat delicious meat until he's completely full. Yeah, that certainly sounds like something he'd say. Anyway, how about we go on? Please wait. It's true. Woohoo! She can talk to my dog. I said the little cracks are actually harder to see in this game. Let me struggle with it for a little while. See, I barely even see that one. Look at that, it's so subtle. Must be getting too cold for my cat. Turn off the AC. There we go. It looks like there was a landslip here too. This is a problem. Shall we go back and look for someone who can get us to the capital by teleport magic? Please wait. Let's borrow some power from the stump of that tree. My role, Spring Princess, allows me to stimulate the growth of plants. Just watch this. Wow. Whew. Heave. Is it too much for you? No, let me try one more time. Woohoo! Ah, there they are. Extermi? Lemmy? Are they friends of yours? They were with a traveler who came to the village. We waited, but you never came, so we came to look for you. You took your time. You're still playing that game of tag, are you? Come on, quick. Let's play some more. Some other time. Look, the path is damaged. We can't get over there. We should be able to get over there by my roll. Wow. It's growing. Come on, you can do it. Don't give in. Is the arrow stronger this time because of their support? Could it be? Extermi and Lemmy, work together. What do you mean? Both of you, work together to encourage Iara. Both of us? Together? Come on, you can do it. My power's welling up. Yeah. I did it. Great. Thanks, Iara. You're welcome. Thanks to you two, too. You were great, Extermi and Lemmy. Really? Sorry, my name is Yara. Nice to meet you. I get it. You were playing with Yara, weren't you? And that's why you didn't come. But now we can play tag some more. So let's carry on. Ready, go. Okay, I caught you. That's not fair. Sorry, but that's one of the tactics. And look, it's time to go home. Papa. So they found their father. Anyway, now we have to go to the capital without worry. Woo! Thinking about it, we saw something pretty unusual. A roll that improves the ability of another person's roll. Is that what that was? Maybe. I was sure they didn't have rolls yet, though. Anyway, let's go on. Woo! Let's see, there's nothing there, right? Yeah. This isn't so high. We should be able to get down. Jump down, do you mean? We might sprain our ankles. You'll be fine. Just watch. Woohoo! Ugh. Ark! My turn. That was quite fun. Are you okay? Ouch. Yeah. Why did he run off like that so suddenly? He said it was because there was a delicious smell. Oof, no, don't munch. 4. I don't believe you. And what are you eating? Oof. He says it's jerky. You must be enjoying that, 4. I always tell you not to eat things you've found. Anyway, it turned out like this, but at least we know that it was a height even you can jump down from. It shortens walking time, and there are sometimes treasure chests in the places you jump down to. It might be a good idea to try in areas like this. Yeah, let's keep a lookout and try again soon. Woo-hoo. You should think about what you did. Woo-hoo. Actually, was there anything over the other way? I mean, just in case. Woohoo! 4? There's no more jerky. Ah! Princess, I'm so glad you're safe. You. What are you doing all of a sudden? You kidnapped the princess, but even so you try to play dumb, you're gonna pay with your life. Kidnap? You've got it all wrong. Wow, you two are so cool. Yara, she's from the castle, right? Don't just stand there looking, stop her. How dare you order Her Highness around like that? It wasn't an order, it was a request. Both of you, don't give in. You're a criminal, but the princess is rooting for you. How dare you? Whew. Finally. Whew. Anyway, let's talk about it. That soft fur wrapped around me. Such a pleasure. I guess we're not going to be talking. Such pleasure. Let me introduce you. This is my personal maid. My name is Evelia. Evelia? You don't have to remember it. I can't even pronounce it. Anyway, Your Highness, back to the castle. Yes, you can come with us too, Evel. Two? You don't mean this man is coming too, do you? No. Not this unknown, this nobody from nowhere. Excuse me. I'll have you know I'm a priest. Look. A silver 4-plate spring watch? If someone other than a priest touches it for long, the markings disappear. For sure, that fact can't lie. So there's no problem with Art coming with us then. However, is there some problem? I understand, but why do you want to take that man to the castle? Let's talk about it when we get back. It might be better to have my father in on the conversation. I understand. But you're not going to take my place as the priestess's maid. No, it's definitely not going to happen. Hey, are you saying there's something about Her Highness you don't like? You're a real pain, aren't you? As if I'd ever fire you, Eveli? How would the Japanese pronounce that? Evaile. God, it doesn't really roll off the tongue. It's unthinkable. Your Highness. Come to think of it, you can use teleport magic, can't you? Evail? So we can go to the capital in an instant. Yes, immediately, if that's what you wish. However, if I used it for that man, it might cause me so much stress that things might go wrong. So let's leave him behind. You really do hate me, don't you? He said he'll be sad if he's left behind. Okay, we'll all walk to the capital. Ark is a really good person, you know. I hope you can become friends soon. I'll do what is necessary. Okay, let's set off again. Beetroot time to do. Beetroot. Doesn't sound good. Nope, can't jump down from there. Occasionally, special enemies appear. Shell enemies defeat these to gain precious items, but sometimes you'll find an enemy. Nut enemies defeat these to gain precious items. Just be careful, they're really hard. If you defeat all enemies other than these, the battle ends. Interesting. There are monsters blocking the path. Let's go and explore the rest of the dungeon. Didn't realize I was going to hit a story element this soon. See, at least if we want to see everything. Whoop. Hard hat, times 7. Or plus 7, I guess is a better way to say it. Let's see, formations. Oh wow, there's a lot of different places these guys can go. I bet she's up here with me. Expressway. Okay, now we can fight them. Go on. Hiss. Princess, let me deal with this. It's gonna be difficult on your own. Let's defeat them, all of us together. Yeah. Woohoo. What? What are you thinking? Let's do it. Let's see, are we gonna have an easy time or not? Oh, the princess is hurting. What do we got for skills here? After skill is used, cool time is triggered, and the user must wait until the number of turns shown in number 1 have passed before they can use the skill again. After skill is used, time until the next turn is made longer in proportion to the rebound value shown in 2. Leaf cutter, air shoot. Leaf cutter. Paw spoiling. Evil braver. Pressure cleaning. Yes! We did it! Did I look cool? You did. I'm so happy. Woohoo! You fought well too, For. Woohoo! Why are you letting the princess fight? What would you do if she was injured? She said herself she'd fight, so she's fighting. Of course, I'll be careful when she's that she's not too badly injured. That's a more fundamental problem. There's a more fundamental problem than that. You were cool too, Yvael. Oh, I don't deserve that praise. As soon as we get to the castle, I'm gonna report everything to His Majesty. I hope you're ready. maid that Yara was talking about at the entrance has to be her, no doubt about it. We're going to be at the exit soon. If we go southeast when we leave this path, we'll be at the capital in no time. Understood. Not far now. Let's keep going. Woo-woo. You guys like my dog bark? No, I know, I'm not trying very hard on the dog. Sorry if you're expecting more than that. Oh, you all full, sweetie? You have your dinner? Not too far away. So, this is the capital of Spree, is it? Woohoo! That's right, it's the largest settlement in the whole of Spree. In the branch office of the Order in Spree, I'm pretty sure there's something called an arena. Yeah, it's a really fun place. I went last week to watch some battles. It was one excitement after another. So you left the castle that day, did you? Only in spirit, though. You're so bad at lying. Please withdraw that. Her Highness is pure-hearted and... Rumble. Another earthquake. They're so frequent these days. What? The leaves have turned white. Is this snow? It's only ever observed in the Kingdom of Winter. So how come... Before anything else, let's head to the castle. Good idea. The story has been updated. But first, let's take a look around. See if there's treasures we can procure. Or maybe quests that we can accept. Yeah, I really love the musicians from XC Create. I mean, it's always like the right kind of music, you know? Little white leaves came falling down, and it was really cold. Of late, you never heard it said that a new Springson has been born. The soldiers are so busy of late. Well, I haven't heard that something has happened, though. Give me a little blankie. There we go. Chill out. I love that towel. What are you talking about? Okay, where are we heading here? Apparently there was a landslip in a far-off village. With so many earthquakes, I guess it's not surprising. Snow and Spree? How come? I wonder what that white stuff, like cotton wool, was. It came fluttering down instead of the leaves. Closed. Open again soon. Thus I sent orders. Spree office branch. Must be the arena. I've had enough of earthquakes. Squeak, squeak. Oh, I guess we should look at the weapons and armor. Ooh, but the free stuff first. Attack tablet gained. Welcome to the equipment shop. What do we have? Hard armor. money. Well, boy. Doesn't take much. Oh, is that a crack? It's a tiny bit more obvious outside of the dark-ass dungeons, but boy, it is nowhere near as obvious as their other games. If there's anything, please report it to us. Please pass. Spree Castle. My father is this way. Even with the princess taking us, is it really that easy to see the king? Relax. One false move and you'll be eliminated immediately. That doesn't make me feel relaxed at all. Oh, I'm glad you're back, Iara. I was worried about you. I left a note to say I was going out for a while. Did you not read it? Of course I read it, but you didn't write. You didn't write. You were staying out overnight. Now you mention it. Sorry, Father. Next time I'll be sure to put a note somewhere to say that I'm staying out overnight. What is it? Something doesn't seem quite right. By the way, Yara, who are those two you've brought with you? Ark and Four. We met in Link Port. They've been very kind. My name is Ark. I'm a priest of the Sison Order, stationed in Fury Village. This is my partner, Four. Woof! Please listen, Father. There's something I want to do with these guys. I see. You heard that, had you? Is it true, Your Majesty? Is there something wrong with the spring deity? It's a fact. I thought that if I told you, Yara would... If I told you, Yara would get to know about... I thought that if I told you, Yara would get to know about it, so I kept it from you. In Fury Village, after the earthquake of last month, the quantity spring dried up. It's the same thing happening all across the kingdom. As far as the quantity springs the kingdom is aware of... As far as the quantity springs the kingdom is aware of go, only the spring in Fury Village has dried up. There have been some small-scale landslips in other areas too, though. Father, just now there was a strange weather here in the capital. It's only a matter of time before the citizens find out that there are strange happenings across the kingdom. Let's ask her for help from other kingdoms before there's any more damage. I can't do that. It's been 100 years since the end of the World War. With the mediation of the Order, peace was struck. But even so, if it's known that there is a threat to the existence of a kingdom, we can't say how the other kingdoms will act. It wouldn't do to let internal affairs become known so easily. I've sent all my soldiers as we can, and they're hurrying with the investigation. Just be patient for a while longer. I understand. In that case, I'll help too. No way. Father. One day you're going to become the ruler of Spree. I'm pleased that you want to help, but if anything had happened to you, there aren't so many people suited to a royal role. There are things you can only learn by my side. I will permit you to attend the discussion once we know the facts, but leave the investigations to the sites to the soldiers. Ark, you must be sure not to leak anything about the problem with the spring deity. That includes to the villagers, of course. Of course, sire. Ark. Well, it was only to be expected. In terms of my status, it would have been difficult for me to request that you go to the investigations. I'll investigate as much as I can while looking after the security of the village. So, when you leave the castle, let me know again. Okay, I'll try my best to persuade my father. Don't try to entice the princess. I'd be happy to sentence you to death here and now. My trying to stop her isn't going to change anything. Your mind is made up, isn't it, Yara? Of course. Princess. What are you going to do now, Ark? First of all, I'm going to the branch office of the Order and check the most up-to-date info. So, let me take you there then. I'm used to going there. You must be. Okay, show me the way. Whew. Of course. I'll go too then. I'll make sure this man doesn't lay a finger on you, Your Highness. Okay, you be lookout or whatever. Do as you want. Actually, you say all that, but really, isn't it just that you don't want to leave 4? You're a dog lover, aren't you? No, it's not that. Yes, Yvail loves animals. Princess! Woo woo! Woof! Look! I can see. In that case, let's head out of the town now. Let's head out into the town, Princess. Yeah, let's. Oh, I guess we can explore the castle a little bit. An intelligent gaze and a wonderful character. That's a good dog you have with you. On from here is the attendance room, Your Highness. I'm afraid I can't let outsiders enter. I'm so relieved you got back safely. Magia Zircon. All life bottle. Speed seed. Revive stone. Small. It's good you found the princess, Yvail. When you found out she left, I thought you were... Okay, I won't say anything more. Just don't look so scary. On from here are the soldiers' training facilities. Even if it's you, Your Highness, I can't let you take outsiders past this point. Well, fine. See if I'm gonna help your kingdom. Ah! Ark! You're here too, are you? We meet pretty often. Woohoo! No, you've got it wrong. We came to see you. Singing. What's that voice? Singing. Wow, trick! Hey, what's that person doing? She's singing. She sings and dances to music. She's what you call a pop star. She probably has a role related to being a star. There are many people who are active in the capital because they can increase their fans that way. According to the maiden Ranan, I have the aptitude to become a pop star myself. Singing. Wow, so wonderful. I'm crying so many tears of emotion I can't see. A pop star? Come on, let's try ourselves. What? It's embarrassing. We worked together before, right? It was really fun. It'd be really fun to sing, too. I've never sung before. Me neither. Come on, quick. Ugh. If you sort of want to try, but you're not sure, how about watching for a while? Okay, just for a little bit. Humming, humming. Humming, humming, singing, singing. Hey, who are those kids? They look so cute, and their singing is so soul-stirring. I can't believe their talent. Wait a minute. Singing. Woof woof. Oh, it's snowing again. Even the strange weather feels like something beautiful when you see it while listening to such wonderful singing. Let's get closer and listen, Yvail. Of course, I'll go with you anywhere. This is incredible. It's you, Salfard. You made me jump. I can see why they call you teacher. You have a talent for encouraging the growth of those children. Oh, such kind words. It's fun singing together, right? Yeah. Okay, let's become pop stars ourselves. We'll call ourselves Eliminaturmi. Let's go sing all around and get ourselves so many fans. Yeah. Yeah, Eliminaturmi. What? Are they just country bumpkins? I don't believe it. Trick me! Ooh, that was so much fun. What about those kids? They're Extremity and Limmy. We've been looking after them for a little. They swore the promise of fate with Salford, who was by me just now. The three of them are traveling together. The promise of fate. The veil? It's nothing. Anyway, let's hurry to the branch office of the Order. It's over there. Okay, why don't we stop it there? This is audap. You've been watching, what was it? Chroma Quaternion on Xbsx. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.